Do you think what the photographic art is?
It seems like a simple question, but I think there's a lot of answers actually in the way artists engage with photography and what they create. I think photography is something that starts in the head of the artist and then is translated into the piece of art through whatever tool they choose. So we just heard in one photo lecture about the chemical versus the digital process. So I think you can expand that a lot more to any material the artist chooses to include. So photography can be almost anything, but it starts with the light in the head before it continues with the light and the photographic materials.
Next one. What the purpose of your career? The goal of your career?
Yes. Oh.
What?
Yes, that's not a small question either. So it really depends. You know, I love to look at photography. I love to work with artists, and so it's my personal mission to create ways to help artists. So I do that by curating exhibitions, by writing about the work, and by directly interacting with the artists, sponsoring them, writing letters, whatever. I have worked for art organizations for over 20 years and hope to work with artists for another 30 years. I don't know, who knows. But, you know, because I love what is possible for artists and I love engaging with it. I'm starting a whole new project right now. It's a website called Converging Perspectives, and collaborating with another curator and as a way to talk about art better and to promote the artists that we care about. So hopefully that'll be a big thing then, and as long as I get to work with photographers, I will be very happy. And then, you know, careers in photography kind of go zigzag, so you never know. So it can be anything. So.
How many photographers have you engaged?
Yes. Well, counting the portfolio reviews, I probably engage with at least 700 photographers every year. So yes, I see it in my database because yes, I have a lot of images in my head, but I have notes. I take good notes. So of those, you know, I work with maybe 20 or 30 per year. So in any ways, and usually the relationship lasts for many years. So we start talking and we see, and sometimes it just means that I can recommend them to another curator who's maybe doing a project that they fit in, or when I worked as director at Lightwork, we had projects I could fit them in there through residencies, exhibitions, or grants. So I'm independent right now, so I do other things. I curate the exhibitions for them, or, you know, I find ways to publish their work. So it's all different.
Do you will take part in next portfolio review?
I love participating in portfolio reviews. So next one, I'm not sure yet. I've got Critical Mass coming up. I do Photo Fest every time. I do a lot more international portfolio reviews now. It fits our projects to go outside of the US. I'm based in Los Angeles right now, but I really like to go to other places to find out who the photographers there are and to lessen the burden for them to have to travel internationally. So that's why I did the portfolio reviews in Moscow 3 years ago, Denmark. So I travel further now, so to see who they're, like who's doing what in what country.
Do you take part in lens culture next year?
Lens culture in like at Perry Photo, or I have not yet. So maybe. So I talk to Jim Casper on a regular basis.
Yes.
So
Will you
It's
take part
possible.
in the next Houston?
Always,
Okay.
yes, always. So in the US, I think it's the most important portfolio review in Houston. In Europe, I think lens culture or peri photo is very, very important. And Asia, I'm just looking at, so we'll see. So I just, there's wonderful, wonderful things happening. Latin America, definitely the Festival of Light in Buenos Aires. So it's exciting for a curator because you see so many photographers in one short week. So, and it's like I have very little time on a daily basis, but at the portfolio reviews, I can see it all, and it starts something. I always leave with so much art in my head, and this kind of satisfaction that I've been able to give something back to the artists, and hopefully long term, we'll be able to give more.
Which kind of photograph do you like best?
Because I'm very interested in how international photography works and how people set their own boundaries. I'm very interested always in identity work, but it goes well beyond that. Artists have a wonderful way of doing things, of reinterpreting the world around them and within them. So, in general, it's like I might not be so interested in overly analytical or straightforward documentary work, but there's so many exceptions for it. Artists always find a way to sneak around my rules, so there's no firm rules.
Do you like landscape photograph?
I do, but it's very interesting to me to see what photographers today do with the changing of tools, with the changing of thinking, or just with the change of the landscape itself now with environmental issues and so forth. So artists do amazing things. So
Thanks so much.
okay, thank you.
I hope to see you at Houston.
Yes,
Next
definitely. Yes,
Thanks so much.
very good. Thank you.